Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Folajami, and today we have the pleasure of reviewing the 2021 Porsche Macan Turbo in pearl white. So for a very quick overview, this would be analogous to the kid brother of the Porsche Cayenne, much like the size differential between the Audi Q5 and the Audi Q7. So the Porsche Macan is smaller in size to the Porsche Cayenne, which is the full-size SUV of the Porsche brand. So the essence of the Macan is to offer you the handling of a sedan with a slightly larger body in a mini SUV coupe type feel. Now this is in pearl white. We're paying close attention to the beautiful standout Porsche logo on the front of the bonnet. This is a very, very large, typical Porsche, almost snakehead-like bonnet roofing. Beautiful, very, very large headlamps. The wording lamp is very, very poignant, given just how large that they are. You know, these are see-through, so you can literally see just the beautiful aesthetics of the headlamps on both sides. We have our airflow intake spacing here for the engine, which helps the engine run at optimal capacity. Beautiful grills again, just making the car look very, very aggressive. So we're just going to take a quick look at what's under the hood to look at the performance of this engine. So here we are, we've popped the hood and we're just looking at this really beautiful work of art. Now, the Macan comes in 3 different engine specifications. This is the Macan Turbo, so this is the highest and most powerful iteration of the engine. Now the base model is a 2-liter 4-cylinder V6. This is the largest engine, a 2.9 liter twin turbo V6, which produces 440 horsepower and 550 Newton meters of torque. Now, there's really not much to say. Porsche is a German brand founded in 1930 by a gentleman called Ferdinand Porsche, who was the pioneer of the Porsche brand. Now, unknown to most people, Porsche, much like Lamborghini, actually started out building heavy utility vehicles. So the Porsche brand initially produced trucks, tanks, during World Wars I and II. Now, this is just a real work of art. We have the beautiful Porsche embroidery and then the engine specification listed on the badging of the engine cover. We also have directions in terms of oil. This specifically dictates that Mobil 1 is the preferred choice of oil for this engine. But really, if you love cars as much as I do, this is as beautiful as an engine can possibly look. This car produces 440 horsepower. So from a standing start, you're expecting to go 0 to 60 in about 4.6 seconds. That's tried and tested. Now, if we pay close attention to the tires, the most entry-level Macan has 18-inch tires. This comes in 21. You can see the brakes. You can also see the ceramic braking, which are much more powerful for sporty driving. We can see the swooping lines, really to create a coupe-like feel for this vehicle. And we can also observe the profile of the tires. Now, these are very, very extremely high grade quality tires with a low with a run flat profile. So these tires will help you keep up top speeds for long periods of time and will also keep the car running even if you are unfortunate enough to get a puncture, to ensure that you can ride the car to safety. Now we can see the beautiful embroidery of the name of the vehicle. These are our brake lights, which are very long and quite well crafted. Porsche's engraving also in a 3D. This has a 488 liter cargo capacity. So not the largest, but definitely enough for a 3-man trip, probably for a weekend with family. We have a power outlet here. We also have side netting to keep little items perfectly stored away. And if we just lift this lever here, we can see the spare tire. Very, very beautiful in a red alloy fashioning. So here I am in the interior of the car, key fob in hand, right foot on the brake pedal, and then I'm gonna turn the ignition to the left of the steering wheel, just to my right, and voila, the car is started. Porsche interiors are really quite surreal. This isn't a Toyota, this is not a Honda, it's not a Mercedes. It's really just something quite different. It really speaks volumes of refinement. There's lots of leather touches on the dashboard. You have a very woody feel in and around the vehicle. Now, this is on a pearl white exterior with a deep red interior. We have our Bose speakers to my left and to my right. Just a very, very sporty, aggressive looking vehicle. A very, very nice touch on the dashboard. We have what looks like a sport watch, and then we have a little timer. Just very, very soft details that just speak of class and refinement. Now, if you pay attention to the steering wheel, this really is nothing like you see in a typical vehicle. You have different controls, so you have sport modes, you have sport plus, which aid the dynamics of the driving experience of the driver. Porsche's embroidery slammed in the middle of the steering wheel. Nice large steering wheel, lovely stitching, very firm, easy to grip. You also have your hands-free settings here as well. Lots of controls here for off-road driving, night vision, etc. Really, if you are looking to test this car in different times of the day, whether it's in the morning dew, you have your daylight running lights, or you're driving it at night, you have enough vision, or you want to drive it off-road, there are lots of dynamic controls within the car that will enable you to optimize the performance of the car, whatever situation you find yourself in. Now, we have two cup holders here. So on a very hot day, which it is presently in Lagos, you have yourself a cold beverage of choice. You also have a little cubby spacing here where you can pop your car keys or any other smaller items. If we have a very quick look at the infotainment system, you have applications. So we need to connect to the Porsche app. It doesn't come with the Android interface, so these are options that you have to buy, unfortunately. In terms of safety features, you have lane assist, park assist, you have sensors in and around the vehicle warning you of potential collisions with other vehicles or pedestrians. In terms of performance, this is an extremely powerful car. Just to have a quick recap, we were talking about the braking power of this vehicle. Now, this is a vehicle that's going to go 0 to 60 in about 4.6 seconds. Top speed of about 300 kilometers an hour. So you're looking at about the 200-mile-an-hour plus range. Extremely powerful speeds. Perhaps if you're on the Autobahn or on a freeway in parts of America that would allow you to go to top speeds. Porsche is the ultimate racing experience if you are a true racing driver. This is a Porsche. If you could feel this, this is so firm yet so comfortable. These really feel like a racing experience. The seats really feel like I'm being cupped in, so you can imagine being thrown back into your chair going at high speeds. You just feel locked in and you're very, very much engaged in your driving experience. So here I am bringing the seat down. So this is a bucket seat type feel, really going quite low actually. And you can see acres of headroom. Obviously this would be deeply uncomfortable for anybody unfortunate enough to be sat behind me. Bring the seating back up and I'm in a more drivable position. So I'm just gonna pop the pano roof. This could take some time because it runs from the front all the way to the rear of the car. So just a very, very nice feel. You're driving down on a lovely summer's day and you have the wind rushing through your hair. Really a very, very memorable experience. So To conclude on this review of the 2021 Porsche Macan, if you're looking for a mini SUV that's going to offer you oomph and lots of power with reasonable fuel economy, that looks elegant, it looks classy, that glides in and around wherever you're going, whether it's a supermarket or you're driving to the office, this is a fun and very attractive car to drive for either a guy or a girl who appreciates power, precision and sophistication. Unfortunately, we've come to the end of today's review. Thank you so much for listening. This review has been brought to you by Mayfair Autos. Thank you.